Are we live?
I think so. Hopefully you can hear us because we're using a new microphone here.
Yes. So, hello everyone. Tonight is all about how to learn something new, thrive in a digital world, and ultimately what, Han?
Ultimately inspire others by building something of your own.
Yeah. So, welcome everyone. We're so happy you're here. So, wherever part of the world you are, whether it's morning here on our side is evening or afternoon on your side, whatever it is, grab your coffee, tea, maybe a glass of water or wine, wherever is whatever it is.
Whatever floats your boat, as we say.
Yeah, so my name is Emily. I'm originally from the Philippines. I'm a happy wife. I'm a proud mom of one, a special ed teacher by profession.
And I'm Mike, originally from England, and we both now reside here in Atlanta, Georgia. And we are traditional business owners, but extremely proud online business owners.
Yeah, so thanks for spending a little time with us today. And before we begin, we'd love to ask you a question. If you could go back 10 years.
10 years only.
Yes. What's one thing you wish you had started? Go ahead and drop in the comment section. We'd love to know what you. Is that a regret? Kind of.
No.
Is that a regret?
No. So what would you have? What was it again?
What was it?
What's if you could go back 10 years, what's one thing you wish you had started? So go ahead and drop that in the comment line there, and we'll have a little chit chat about it, shall we?
Yeah. So would it be saving money, perhaps?
Maybe.
Taking care of your health. Just like me, maybe that's for me.
Eat more chips.
Investing or traveling more.
Traveling more, yeah, or learning a new skill maybe, or starting a business, or simply spending more time with family.
Yeah,
just 10 years ago.
Yeah, for me, probably spending more time with family. Second is eating more chips. Yeah. Well, I'm choosing spending more time with family because years ago I came here to the U.S. with the hope of having better future for my family and my only child, and I didn't know that by doing that it would come with a price. I missed the milestones in my only child's life because all I did when I moved here is work, and work even more. I work maybe like 2 to 3 jobs, have 5 hours of sleep, and like even now we have like spring break, Christmas break, Thanksgiving break. Those breaks I never knew about those, or I knew about them but I never experienced them because I had to work throughout those holidays. And doing that as well is I even though I save money during that time and I send them all, however, to the Philippines. So guess what? I forgot about myself. I didn't think that I'm going older. I thought I'm just gonna
keep looking beautiful and beautiful, right? Yeah.
Yes. So few years ago, we started talking about retirement because obviously Mike was already planning a retirement. So I look at my own bank account because I don't want to be working until I'm 65, 70 years old. And I realized during that time, it became my wake up call actually because I was like, OMG, I'm not going to be able to retire if I wanted to retire. So Having said that, of course, we think about a little bit,
Yeah,
like some options.
you always kind of think, man, I wish I'd done this, I wish I'd done that.
Mhm.
I was a musician for the most part that I've lived in the States, and of course, as a musician, there's no insurance or pension plans or anything like that. And of course, being younger back then, I didn't really even give it a second thought. Retirement's a million years away. Well, guess what? It's already here.
Mhm.
And so, yes, definitely 10 years ago, I wish there was, I would have done some more planning, should we say. I know 10 years isn't really long. I think we should have said, what would you have done 20 years ago or 25 years ago? But so there's no right or wrong answer to whatever you say. We're just kind of curious on, curious. We all
Yeah,
have
so just
different things. Yeah. Just drop a line somewhere down here.
yeah, in the
somewhere.
comment section. I think our topic here in the bottom is not correct. So go ahead and keep talking about
Yeah.
talking, Han, because I'm gonna change,
change
our
the banner.
banner. Yeah.
So yeah, I think, as I say, maybe 10 years is kind of short, but even 10 years ago, there's things that you always think, man, I wish I'd have done this back then. Whatever that may be, as I say, whether it's making, because we all get wrapped up in our jobs. Every day you're going to work, and then on a weekend you find yourself, I've just got to do this quick report. I've got to I've got to make some arrangements. I've got to book a hotel if you're on the road or whatever it is, or I've got to collect all this information for when I leave on Monday. Or there's just always something to do. So you tend to put your family stuff aside and think, oh, okay, yeah, I can always get to the family because I'm always here. But you're not really always there. Maybe you're picking up an extra shift. Maybe you're a nurse or a doctor and you're picking up extra shifts just because, there's actually a husband and wife, both doctors, that are doing our online business. And they thought it would be easier if they get their own practice and they bring in other doctors. But the stress got even more for them because they were then having to deal with the stress of scheduling and various other things of running their own business. So even, as I say, it doesn't matter where you are in life. And I mean, hey, if you've got a great pension, that's great. And pension plan and everything, and you're happy in your job. The thing is as you get older, you're not able to take that money until you hit certain ages. So why not, if you're comfortable in what you're doing, look at something that maybe you can build and you can take early retirement instead of having to wait until you're maybe 60, 65. And as I say, it's not for everybody. Maybe people, hey, I want to work until I'm 75. That's great for you. Our plans are we want to travel. And as I say, I'm from England, Emily's from the Philippines. So we want to do some more travel. We want to visit more time with our family. So there's a lot of things we want to do, and we can't do them if we're tied to a regular job. If you're in the States, if you have a regular job, you're lucky if you get 2 weeks vacation. If you're going to the Philippines, it takes you 2 weeks to get there. So it doesn't really take you 2 weeks, but it does take a long time to get there. You can't just go for 2 weeks. You could do, but it's really tight. Yeah, I think what was the shortest you went for one time?
Well, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, but then you're exhausted when you come back because it's taking you two days to get there, 2 days to get back. So
it's not 2 days; it's 24 hours.
Well, it seems like 2 days because you leave on a Sunday and you don't get there till Tuesday because of the time difference.
Of the time difference. But it's really funny how quickly 10 years goes by. One day you're saying I'll do it next year, then suddenly 10 years have passed. We've all said things like I'm too busy. I'll wait until things settle down. Maybe next year. the problem is life rarely slows down on its own. Um, just like just like all of us always have a New Year's resolution, right? Like like
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, just as an example, and I may have said this before, but it just seems a month ago when we were saying, okay, we're into the new year,
Mhm.
let's, take a look at the online business, and maybe it's a fit, maybe it's not. But it
Yeah.
just seemed, and now we're in August already.
Yeah, oh my God, only
Crikey.
few.
Before you know it, it's going to be Christmas again.
Yes, so yeah, because a lot of people that we who actually reach out to us and say that, oh, I'm going to start the online business. I'm gonna look at it once I am ready. But now, like you said, it's already August, and people have not done a thing yet because of so many personal reasons, which you cannot really blame, because we have so many things in our mind. There are so many things that we are doing that we forget about the time.
Yeah, and that's one thing no one's ever going to get back is more time, or you're never going to get more time. You're always going to have the same amount of time. So, and if we're honest, looking back, there were several things that we wished, we'd started earlier. Learning more about money, understanding how people build multiple income streams, thinking about retirement sooner as opposed to when I'm retired. For years, I was simply focusing on surviving and working hard, and working the coffee shop and doing what we were doing. And we were trying to find other business, but taking care of the family and bills, paying the bills, we've all done that.
Yeah, and like many immigrants, I believe that if I just work harder, everything would eventually fall into place. Yeah, just like I said before, I was working two, 3 jobs, but I wasn't working smarter that time. All I know was really to survive. All I know was to make few extra dollars so I can send the money to the Philippines. Nowadays, they always say work smarter, not harder. And but there's nothing wrong with working hard. But I wish someone had also taught me how to make my effort to work smarter.
Yeah, and for me, one thing I wish I'd started earlier was being more intentional with my time. Time is one thing none of us will get back. Money can be earned again, businesses can be rebuilt, but once a year is gone, it's gone forever.
Yeah.
And that's why today I think differently, if you want to say, on how we spend our time. It's not about regret at all. But again, like we just said, it just seems like last month when we were talking about New Year's resolutions, and now we're in August. Time's just flying by. The years are going by. So I wish 10 years ago, if somebody had said, hey, take a look at this and it's something you can build, we'd be in a lot better position now as opposed to back then.
Yeah, and I wish I knew this online business 10 years ago, because this platform that we are using right now is actually 10 years already. So I wish I knew about this. But I never really, I don't know, it never came across, I never came across this in Facebook, because when I found this online business is actually through Facebook. But since like I'm not really using social media, I only use Facebook to call my daughter, because as all you know, that when you have a messenger, you can connect with your family wherever part of the world they are for free, and that's all I'm using. I never really scroll in Facebook to check anything. That's all. I'm using the messenger.
And
So I never really see this business.
Yeah, and I think also, we're probably thinking, like a lot of people, well, online businesses, I'm not tech tech savvy.
Mhm.
So how can I do an online business? You know, you think it's really complicated and difficult to do and hard to set up. But obviously, the great thing about this platform, what we're using, is that you have the step-by-step training.
Yes.
So it's all laid out. If you follow the step-by-step training, plus you also have mentors.
Yes.
So you're
that's
not
true.
left on your left by yourself to try and figure things out. So, and we didn't know that 10 years ago.
Yeah. And even if you know, like you said, even there is step-by-step training, sometimes you really want to connect with people. And then the good thing about this is you can connect with your tribe as well, or with your people wherever part of the world you are. And even though you are not financially connected, they are willing to help you to be successful in this online business.
Yeah, something I've always said is like, well, if somebody would just show me how to do something, then I can do it. But I can't figure things out myself by just reading stuff. And that's a great thing about this, is that people will show you how to do this.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And if you don't want to talk to people, of course you can do it on your own, on your own time, on your own pace.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, because we have all the videos so that you can watch. But if you get stuck, you can just reach out to somebody. Like, as I say, obviously we would be your mentors, so you'd reach out to us and we help you along.
Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, to those of you who are listening and watching right now. I cannot see your name, but thank you for listening. So this conversation actually isn't to beat ourselves up because it's we were talking about what we wish we started 10 years ago. There are so many things in my life that I would always say shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah,
Or is that correct?
Yeah. Should I have eaten that bag of chips? Probably not.
We can change yesterday. That's absolutely not gonna happen. But we can learn from it. Sometimes we spend so much time wishing we had started 10 years ago, but we forget we'll probably be saying the exact same thing 10 years from now if we don't begin today. So to those of you who are you know, like looking for some extra income, you know, your bank account, you know that you want to spend more time with your loved ones, you know that you want to travel more, or maybe you want to buy a house, a brand new car, or whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you are hoping to happen in your life, you know, you don't have to wait for another 10 years in order to see if there is a way for you to change whatever you want to change in your life.
And the great thing is, as well, is that we always promote the fact that you should really do your homework before you commit to anything. So the great thing about our business opportunity is that we encourage you to ask questions, look into it, watch some of the webinars that we'll send out to you, but take a deep dive into it, take a look at it. And yes, there is a $149 fee to take a deep dive.
Yeah, you were saying that to pay the 149 US dollars. Before we expand to that, there is someone who is asking how much. So we always how much, you know, that's all the question is, how much in our page. But we want you to, before you ask the question how much or what is the investment or anything about money,
because we don't know your financial situation.
No,
so everyone's different.
Yeah, before you ask the question, why not take a look at the online business first? If it is something that you want to do, if it's something that it fits your lifestyle, or if it's something that you will enjoy doing, because this online business is not for everybody. It is for those who has really big why. It is for those who understand that the business takes time, that you need to learn the skill on how to do it.
Yeah, and you've got to put some time and consistency into it. Now, how much time is entirely up to you, whether that's an hour a day or 5 hours a day. It's entirely up to you. But something, that just reminds me, actually, somebody said, if this was a while ago, somebody had commented something on something we'd posted. And I believe it was like, if there's money involved, it's a scam.
No. Yes, if you are asking, for money or dollars, because he put, if you are asking for dollars, then it's a red flag. That's
red flag.
Something like that.
So first of all, we share as much information as we possibly can. Doesn't cost you a dime. And the $149, what that does is give you a deep dive into the business, but it is 100% refundable. So if within those 30 days you say, hey, look, this is just not for me, that's not a problem. You get your $149 back. So there is no cost to finding out about it if you choose not to move forward. If you do choose to move forward, then as like with any business, yes, there's an investment. But that, as Emily had said, it depends on, we don't know what your financial situation is. So that's why you have to take a deep dive and you decide at what level you want to come in at. So
yes,
there's so many variables, and don't just ask one question or two and fill in the blanks for yourself, because you'll probably fill those blanks in with the wrong information.
And also the investment, to add to that, is a fraction of the cost if you start a traditional business. So you can, a lot of people actually started using their credit card or financing, because they saw the potential and they were saying, oh my goodness, that's it, and we can start our own business under our name. And absolutely, yeah, this online business is built under your own name. And like I said, there is an investment. We're not saying it will not cost you a dime to start the business. That's not what we are saying.
Because there's no business out there that you can start without putting something into.
Yes, there is an investment. And I would like to repeat myself that the investment is a fraction of the cost. Maybe not even a fraction of the cost of the traditional business. So I would like to say to many that are always asking the question, how much? The question really is, would you want to take a look first to the online business if this is something that you would like to do? Because if you see the potential in this online business, regardless of how much it will cost you, then you definitely not gonna ask that question, because you already know what this online business can bring you. It has given so many it has given so many things to the people in our community. Some of them, they paid off their debt, they quit their job early, they traveled the world, they so many things, improve their personally.
And also, obviously, you don't have to take our word for it neither.
Yes.
Because what happens is when you do your 149, you actually get access to the community, which is over close to now 300,000. You could reach out to anybody within the community and ask them any questions if you'd like. But you don't just have to rely on what we're telling you. You can tap into the community, ask any questions you want, and people will be more than happy to help you.
Yes, and also we have Q&A to answer all the questions that you may have. So all you need to do is reach out to us. You can either private message us or comment below, whatever is easier for you. And we'll be here to answer all your questions.
Yeah. So that being said, let's imagine now it's 2036.
10 years from now.
10 years from now. What do you hope you'll be glad you started in 2026? Maybe it's getting healthier, getting rid of some of this, saving consistently, reading every day maybe, or learning a new skill, building stronger relationships, or creating another source of income, starting that business you've been talking about for years. Small actions repeated over, it could be like time creates big changes. And that's what we were always waiting to do.
Yes. So when I first heard or saw the post of this online business, I did not have hesitation. Why? Because when it says it's free to check the online business, I checked it. When they said to pay 149 US dollars to go deeper, to know more about the online business, because I was so curious. And then it's refundable. I did that right away. The same day I said, okay, I want to really know about this online business, because I watched the videos of so many people giving their testimonies, and what they are actually doing are the things that I really want for my own life. So I did that right away. So I did not really hesitate. On the other hand, you can talk about that.
Yeah, she jumped in, and it took me a little bit of time. Like, how long?
Yes.
It took me a little bit of time. I was super skeptical, like probably a lot of you out there, because again, I didn't know about the business and the platform and how it actually worked, because I'm not tech savvy by any means. And it's like, well, what are we doing? How do you do it? And I had all these questions. So I was doing my due diligence and asking tons of questions. And as I say, it took me a while to get on board. But then what swung me to, get more involved and see the potential was obviously Emily started getting some checks in the mail, which was wonderful. But then we went to California for a convention. And that's where I met so many people. I've never met so many nice people. And there must have been, 3,000 people there, maybe 4,000 people. There were so many people there, and everybody wanted to help. Sometimes if you go to a traditional business job or convention or whatever, if you're working for a company and you go somewhere and they don't always want to tell you everything that they're doing, they're kind of holding the cards a bit close to themselves, so they don't give everything away. Here, the books are open. Everybody wants to share with you, hey, I'm doing this, try this, look at this. And they encourage you. They share their information. They share their story with you of what they've gone through to get where they are. Just incredible. And a lot of the things that they were saying, or Emily was saying, is the same thing I was looking for, because I'm retired and I don't want to work for somebody at 65.
Yeah.
So anyway, I diverse. But because, we didn't look back we didn't want to look back another 10 years and wonder what if it's bigger than money, because it is.
Yeah. So whatever you wish you'd started, it's probably not really about the money. It's about choices, being present with family, having less stress, traveling, or helping people, retiring with confidence. That's really big for me. Yeah, because like I said, when I look at my bank account, almost 3 years ago, I really wanted to retire. So, but I was scared to learn that I'm not gonna be able to do that. But now I can retire with confidence. I can say that, because this online business has given us the hope. When I saw what I saw, what this business can bring us, and of course we're not in that, we're not there yet where we want to be, but we already saw a lot of things that has changed in our life, know?
And also with the regular job, a lot of companies have criteria where you've got to work there for like a minimum of 30 years or you've got, what is it? It's either got to work till you're 30, for 30 years, or you've got to work till you're 65 or whatever it is, and
60 years old.
before you can start taking anything out of what you've paid in.
Yeah.
And maybe you younger guys that are out there, it's like, well, do you really want, how many people stay in a job these days for 30 years? Very few, because what happens is you get to a certain pay scale, and then you're getting a pay raise this year, it's 1%. What good is that when inflation's at 4% or whatever it is?
Yeah.
So you get a 1 or 2% pay raise, it's not keeping up. So the only way you can get a substantial pay raise is go and change jobs. And then you can renegotiate a better pay. And then you go to that and you stay there for 4, 5, 6 years, and then you outpay yourself again and do the same thing. So people are not staying in the jobs 30 years like they used to.
Yeah.
So, you know,
because that was the old belief that you have to go to school, get a good job after you graduate, and then stay in the company for as long as you can, and then retire, and hopefully you get a good retirement pay. Hopefully you are not sick. Hopefully you're still alive, because I know so many people already who, like, it's either they pass before they get to the retirement, or they retire and less than a year they also get sick and not able to do anything. So there's an old saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. You know, I believe there's so many people who heard that already. And the second best time is today. We can change the past, but today's decision shape tomorrow's memory. 10 years from now, what do you want your future self to thank you for? Let's hear from you. Again, comment below.
Yeah, we'd love to know. So if you could go back 10 years, what's one thing you wish you had started? So share in the comments there. Yeah, 10 years ago, what is, and even if it's a business. But the thing is, we owned a coffee shop, and we loved having the coffee shop. But again, we had to be present in order for it to work how we wanted it to work. You can't take off for a month and go off somewhere, or 6 weeks, and have it run exactly how you want it to be. And maybe we were just kind of picky and the standards were high for us or something. I don't know. But most business owners can't. If you're a plumber or an electrician or something like that, you can't take off for a month and expect, especially if you and another person, you know, you can't take that type of time off. So
yeah, so comment below. You just don't know that someone reading your answer might realize they're not alone, that you also wish something that you have done 10 years ago. But like I said, it's never too late. You can start now and look back 10 years from now, you know, whether it's improving your health, saving more, learning a new skill, or starting a business, or simply making more time for the people you love. Remember this, you don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to be willing to take the first step.
Yeah, be open-minded. And if there's one thing, one of the things, you wish you'd started sooner, is learning how to create another source of income. We'd be happy to share the path that we chose and what we've learned along the way.
Yes.
So comment below, send us a message. We'll answer your question, and we'll help you decide if this is the right fit for you and for your goals. But as I say, you have to drop us a line so we can reach out to you.
Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us tonight. And remember, it's never too late to start and dream again. 10 years from now, you will look back and you will say thank you to yourself for starting this year, 2026.
That's right.
So thank you so much, everyone, for being with us tonight. I need to reply to the inquiries, but we always say, please don't forget to pray, because prayers
move mountains.
God bless everyone.
Bye-bye.